Hey ChatGPT, can you tell me what's the most impressive remote viewing to come out of the Stargate program?
One of the most impressive remote viewing sessions from the Stargate program involves Joseph McMoneagle and his remote viewing of a Soviet Typhoon-class submarine. In this session, McMoneagle accurately described detailed technical features of the submarine, including its size, shape, and unique design aspects. Remarkably, his descriptions were later confirmed by satellite imagery and other intelligence sources, showcasing the potential effectiveness of remote viewing for gathering actionable intelligence on sensitive military targets.
Wow, that's great. Do you have an example that was good like that from Ingo Swann?
Certainly. Ingo Swann, considered one of the pioneers of remote viewing, had many impressive sessions throughout his career. One notable example involves his remote viewing of Jupiter's rings. In this session, Swann accurately described the presence of a faint, dust-like ring system around Jupiter, years before it was confirmed by NASA's Voyager space probes in the late 1970s. Swann's detailed descriptions of the ring system, including its composition and characteristics, were remarkably accurate and ahead of their time.
Thanks for that, ChatGTP. You've also heard of controlled remote viewing or CRV. Do you have any tips for improving ideograms within remote viewing?
Absolutely. Improving ideograms is crucial for enhancing your controlled remote viewing CRV practice. Here are some tips to help you improve your ideograms. 1. Practice regularly. Like any skill, ideogramming improves with practice. Set aside dedicated time to practice ideogramming regularly, preferably daily or several times a week. 2. Keep it simple. Ideograms are meant to be quick, spontaneous sketches that represent the essence of the target. Keep your ideograms simple and straightforward, focusing on capturing the basic shape or motion you perceive. 3. Trust your intuition. Ideograms are based on intuitive impressions rather than conscious analysis. Trust your intuition and allow your hand to move spontaneously as you connect with the target. 4. Use gestures. Experiment with using quick gestural movements to create your ideograms. Rather than drawing with precision, focus on capturing the overall shape.
That's fantastic, ChatGTP. Can you also give me some advice for improving my stage 4 data in controlled remote viewing?
Improving Stage 4 data in controlled remote viewing, CRV, involves refining your ability to gather detailed information about the target, including its function, purpose, and other relevant details. Here are some tips to help you enhance your Stage 4 data. 1. Stay grounded. Maintain a clear focus on the target and avoid letting your imagination or personal biases influence your perceptions. Ground yourself in the sensory impressions you receive and strive for objectivity. 2. Use sensory-based data. Gather information using all available sensory modalities, including visual, auditory, tactile, olfactory, and gustatory impressions. Pay attention to subtle nuances and details that may provide clues about the target's characteristics. 3. Ask target-focused questions. Formulate specific target-focused questions to guide your data gathering process. For example, ask about the target's purpose, function, location, materials, or any unique features. 4. Employ descriptor words. Use descriptive language to articulate your impressions clearly and precisely. Avoid vague or ambiguous terms and strive for specificity in your descriptions. 5.
ChatGTP, those are great so far. As you know, we use roughly 6 stages within controlled remote viewing. Do you have any tips for adding extra stages to tease even more information from the target?
Certainly. While controlled remote viewing CRV traditionally involves 6 stages, there's always room for experimentation and adaptation to suit individual preferences and needs. Here are some tips for adding extra stages to tease even more information from the target. 1. Preparation stage. Before diving into the traditional 6 stages, consider adding a preparation stage to help you get into the right mindset for remote viewing. This could involve relaxation exercises, visualization techniques, or setting specific intentions for the session. 2. Target definition stage. In this stage, take a moment to clarify and refine your understanding of the target. Ask yourself questions such as the target's relevance, importance, or specific aspects you want to explore. This can help focus your attention and intention during the session. 3 free exploration stage. After completing the traditional 6 stages, add an extra stage for free exploration. In this stage, allow your mind to roam freely and explore any additional impressions, insights, or images that arise spontaneously. This open ended approach can lead to unexpected discoveries and deeper insights into the target.
ChatGTP, those sound great. Do you have any good advice as well on improving my sketching in controlled remote viewing?
Absolutely. Improving your sketching skills in controlled remote viewing, CRV, can enhance the clarity and detail of your visual impressions. Here are some tips to help you improve your sketching. 1. Practice regularly. Like any skill, sketching improves with practice. Set aside dedicated time to practice sketching regularly, preferably daily or several times a week. The more you practice, the more confident and proficient you'll become. 2. Start with basic shapes. Begin your sketches with simple geometric shapes such as circles, squares, triangles, and rectangles. Use these basic shapes as building blocks to construct more complex forms and structures. 3. Focus on proportions and scale. Pay close attention to the proportions and scale of objects in your sketches. Compare the size of different elements relative to each other and to the overall composition of the scene. 4. Use light and shadow. Experiment with shading.
Those are great, ChatGTP. I wonder if you could help me out with my ideograms. I want to improve mine, so can you drill me audibly with some prompts in a random order for say 30 seconds? And please allow a short gap between each prompt you say, allowing me to then draw the ideogram. So the prompts I want you to use are land, water, natural, man-made, life, object, space, energy, and movement.
Absolutely. Let's mix up the order and adjust the timing accordingly. Here we go. Man made, space, land, natural, water, object, life, movement, energy. That's the set with a bit more time between each prompt. How was that for you?
That's okay. If you can do it again with just even a more time in between each prompt, that would help me.
Sure thing. Let's add even more time between each prompt this time. Here we go. Natural, life, man made, energy, space, movement, water, object, land. There you go, with extra time between each prompt. How was that?
That was very good. Thank you for your help on that. Talking about remote viewing, though, we talked about controlled remote viewing. Have you heard of any of the other remote viewing methods?
Yes. Besides controlled remote viewing, methods as well. Some include associative remote viewing, extended remote viewing, and even subjective remote viewing. Each method has its own approach and techniques, but they all.
That's great. Sorry to interrupt you, but have you also heard of TDS or Trans-Dimensional Systems by Prudence Calabrese?
Yes, I'm familiar with TDS, or transdimensional systems, developed by Prudence Calabrese. It's a method that incorporates various elements, such as remote viewing, intuition, and consciousness exploration, to access information from different dimensions or levels of existence. It's known for its holistic approach to understanding and interacting with reality beyond conventional boundaries.
That's great. What would you say, or can you give me an overview of the TDS trans-dimensional system, their stage one of their methodology?
In the first stage of the TDS transdimensional system, practitioners typically focus on establishing a connection with the target or the information they seek. This often involves entering a relaxed and receptive state of mind, sometimes through meditation or other mindfulness techniques. Once in this state, they may begin to perceive impressions, images, or sensations related to the target. The emphasis is on allowing information to flow naturally. with
That's great, ChatGTP. On the topic of remote viewing, have you encountered any evidence in your research for an ongoing remote viewing program by intel agencies across the globe?
Yes, there's evidence to suggest that various intelligence agencies around the world have explored remote viewing as a potential tool for gathering information. One of the most well known programs was conducted by the United States military and
Well, that's great, ChatGTP. We know about the past programs. Do you think that there, or have you seen any evidence for any current remote viewing programs by intel agencies?
as of my last update in January 2022, there isn't concrete evidence of ongoing remote viewing programs by intelligence agencies. However, given the classified nature of such activities, it's difficult to definitively confirm or deny their existence. It's possible that some intelligence agencies may continue to explore remote viewing or similar techniques as part of their broader efforts in intelligence.
Thanks for that, ChatGTP. Going back to remote viewing, what do you think the future benefits of remote viewing could be for society?
Remote viewing has the potential to offer several benefits for society in the future. One of the main advantages is its potential application gathering information that may be difficult or impossible to obtain through conventional means, such as intelligence gathering, exploration of distant or inaccessible locations, and archaeological research. Additionally, remote viewing could be used in fields like medicine for diagnosing illnesses or locating missing persons. Moreover, it may facilitate a deeper understanding of consciousness and the nature of reality, leading to advancements in psychology, philosophy, and even spirituality. Overall, the future of remote viewing holds promise for enhancing our.
That's great, ChatGTP. Just one last thing regarding remote viewing. Do you, in your research and your knowledge that you have so far, have you come across any underlying theories about how remote viewing works?
Remote viewing is often associated with theories from various fields such as quantum physics, consciousness, parapsychology. Some theories suggest that remote viewing may involve non local consciousness or the ability of the mind to access information beyond the constraints of space and time. Others propose that it could be related to quantum entanglement, where particles are interconnected regardless of distance, allowing information to be exchanged instantaneously. Additionally, some researchers speculate that remote viewing.
Sorry to interrupt you, ChatGTP. What do looking at your research, what do you think the most viable theory is?
Based on current research, it's challenging to determine the most viable theory for how remote viewing works. Different theories offer varying perspectives and interpretations, and none have been conclusively proven. However, some researchers lean towards theories that involve aspects of consciousness and the mind's ability to transcend physical limitations. These theories align with suggesting that consciousness may play a crucial role in remote viewing phenomena. Nonetheless, further research is needed to validate and refine these theories and better understand the mechanisms behind remote viewing.